Hello and welcome back to Falling Star. If you're new here, hi, I'm Voyia. I play a variety of games. If you ever want me to play something, please don't hesitate to ask. And with all that being said, let's get started. Now, I almost forgot. It'd mean the world to me if you enjoyed this video. Please like the video and also subscribe and join the family. We're so close. I'm so excited. But with all that being said, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Everything's gonna be okay today. We're gonna start now. From the sightings of the sun through the openings between the clouds, you were able to tell it was approaching 2 hours past noonday by the time you reached your destination. The slight crack from the open door in Rosalind's home always welcomed any visitors who usually knew where to find her. Lifting the knocker on the front door, you proceed through the narrow corridor. "Rosalind!" Moments later, a hurried reply from a distance away beckons back towards you. "Oh, you're here. I'll be right out." I don't know what Rosalind looks like. Even when you go to the page, Rosalind is blurred out along with Pierre and Indigo. So, not a clue what they look like. You briefly peruse the interests of your companion's living area, observing the familiar details of the woodsy furniture, scattered seed packets, and the unfinished pottery fragments. The muted creak from the other side of the hall gives away Rosalind's incoming footsteps. Okay. "I wasn't sure if you were still coming over since it was already midday. Also, I must say, it still worked out in perfect timing." You rush back over to the hallway she previously entered through momentarily. "Oh, look at Rosalind. Okay, she's cute. I think she's adorable." Upon returning, Rosalind's steps were accompanied with the movement of a sizable vase or a vase, if you want to be fancy, almost to the top of her waist. "Would you mind?" She quietly grunts while shifting the large holder past the center of the room. You wander routinely over to the lower cupboards tucked behind the front entryway, gathering a couple of gardener tools, and placing them into a bucket closer to the edge of the room. So Rosalind is a gardener. Okay, and I'm sorry if I sounded weird in the first video. The first video was I moved to a different area, and then when I heard it, I sounded hollow, but I had a really rough week and I couldn't do it, so forgive me. I am so sorry. Thanks. All that's left is transplanting the arrangement I made earlier, but that can wait till later in the afternoon. I'll place the kettle on, and you'll have to tell me what has been new on the outskirts lately. Aww, so they're friends. That's cute. Rosalind disappears once more into the back of the house. Okay. While she departs, you seat yourself and tuck your fingers into your pockets to smooth over the pearly surface of the 5-pointed artifact. You placed it into your lap. However, the glow that you once admired from a mere moon ago had dimmed. Its color almost lost entirely, leaving it with a ghostly, translucent image of itself. Oh no, I hope that doesn't mean that the star has lost its, magical power. I don't know if the star has magical power, but you know how they say fallen stars make a wish, and if you make a wish on that fallen star, it comes true. If this is the type of game where you caught the star, now you can make a wish type of thing, but you have to make a wish while the star is glowing, I would be sad. Rosalind shuffles back inside of the great room, carrying a copper platter of teacups eager to be poured, and placed it on the table before landing in the seat beside you. "Something from your latest adventure?" Rosalind jests while moving her hand intently to investigate the peculiar item for herself. "I found it outside, falling from the sky. Well, floating for a bit before it finally fell. Have you ever seen a thing like it?" She tilts her head back inquiringly into the couch, but shortly after her face seemingly lights up with a thought. "There was a saying from an old tune, catching a falling star and putting it in your pocket." "Oh, what was the rest of it again?" Please tell us, because we don't know anything about falling stars. She pauses for a moment and recalls her trail again. The middle of Rosalind's forehead scrunches together in her continual brainstorm. As she pauses and the conversation lingers, you pour up a cup from the kettle for each of you. Perhaps a warm drink might help your memory ease in better, or at least in feeling less tense.
Oh, yes, you may be right.
You gratefully lift one of the teacups in delight and a couple slow sips after scooping in 2 sugar cubes. I was watching an anime and this person was like, oh my god, this coffee's so bitter, and they put so much sugar cubes in their cup. All I could think is like, sugar cubes typically dissolve fast. Why would you do that? I can't remember the name of the anime. It was like one of those anime where the kid gets bullied in the beginning and I don't know, he finds another world, he starts training and stuff. He was a chubby kid and then he lost a lot of weight and now he's like slim and cute and stuff, and he's got like girls after him and stuff, and he's still, but he doesn't change his personality and stuff, and I've been enjoying it. But yeah, just her talking about the sugar cubes just reminded me of that. You retrieve the remaining cup of tea to enjoy with Rosalind and momentarily renege in her topics about the surrounding town and daily interactions. Oh, an acquaintance visiting. This must mean that we're gonna see Pierre again. A loud knock sounded from the main door, briefly interrupting the calm state of the afternoon. Is there a Rosalind home? Rosalind looks noticeably flustered by the fact that someone was stopping by outside of her usual business hours. Cautiously, she breaks the silence.
Depends on who's looking. A customer or a visitor?
Customer or visitor, perhaps at this hour. Maybe I should come back at another time, another day. Hearing the voice again, I don't know who it is. I'm assuming it's a guy. I'm assuming it's a girl. I don't know. There's no voice there. I'm just trying to give it like a hearty hello, I'm here to visit you voice. So don't judge it, okay? If it's a girl. Hearing the voice continuing conversation brought upon a sudden familiarity. Pierre? Oh, it's okay. So it's a guy. The pause following in the air confirmed your conclusion. Yes? Oh wait, Indigo? Are you visiting Rosalind as well? Rosalind steps towards the door frame. That is so loud. That is really loud. Rosalind steps towards the door frame, turning the knob to reveal the previous unknown visitor. Oh, look at them in here together. If we all become friends, that'd be awesome. Leaning closely by the ear, Rosalind asks with renewed interest in a whisper volume.
A friend of yours?
More like an acquaintance. You kindly smile between the two of them to ease their interaction. Wow, this is quite a lovely home you have here. I hope I'm not intruding.
Not in any way. The more company, the merrier. Tea?
Rosalind turns to reach for her other stoneware mug from the cabinet area. Oh, well, at least she's a good host. Some people be like, what do you want? Ew, no new friends type of thing and stuff. And unless somebody gives you a reason to act that way, don't be rude to new people. You never know who those new people are. So, yeah, just put that in your head.
So then, Pierre it was?
I'm fairly familiar with the townspeople who live neighboring here. Okay? She's kind of being cautious, and that's how you should be. You can be cautious without being rude to strangers, okay?
Are you a traveling merchant, perchance? Or wandering traveler?
Perhaps a slight mix of both, or neither at the same time. Oh, Pierre acutely jokes while nudging up his sun hat towards your direction. I'm actually an aspiring agricultural gardener and traveler, hoping to find the best seeds the lad can dream of with starting a fresh wandering produce business. Well, isn't that interesting? I mean, that's not a bad idea. If you think about it, if some farmers had like a wandering produce thing, something like an ice cream truck that went around people's neighborhoods, be awesome. Like, heck yeah. I would invest in that business. I'm just saying. Can you imagine? You don't have to go to the store to get like your produce, that somebody will just wander around with like, hey, fresh this, fresh that, and stuff, and you can get it yourself. That'd be awesome. You look at Rosalind with eyes eagerly awaiting a potential deal in the making. After a slight sideways glance towards Pierre, Rosalind enters the conversation once more.
I like you. You seem honest, and I hope you're willing to put in the hard work.
So, you'll help me out?
Well, I'd like to, but there are a couple of finer details that need ironed out.
Okay. The two conversely flow between varying marketplace goods and Arcadian topics, though time passes for a brief while before the discussion rapidly dwindles. Okay, so it seems like they're both in the same business. Again, we walked in and there were open seed packets everywhere, so they are in the same business. He wants to just be a traveling gardener. She wants to be, I mean, she's a steady state person that gardens inside and stuff. And it's good to travel and get information from other people, especially when you're like doing things like, let's say that you're into pottery. It's good to travel and see other people who teach pottery, who do pottery and stuff, and see how they do it, see some techniques that they may have and stuff to help further your intelligence in the situation, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing. And I appreciate that about Pierre and stuff. But let's keep going. And you're certain it'll be how many weeks?
At least 6 for specialty fruits to sprout in these conditions, plus another 3 or 4 for starter blooms.
Oh no, they ran into a problem. To see Pierre in utter silence was a surprisingly gloomier state than the weather prior from the earlier noon. Yeah, it did rain and then it just stopped randomly.
Oh, cheer up, you. Athens wasn't built in a day. Or was it England?
Cheekily, Pierre cast a glare towards your way, lightening the air a tinge.
Not all of us can be fortunate enough to find a magical star that just might grant wishes like indigo.
A magical star? ... Thank you, Rosalind, for telling him about the star. What if he's a thief?
I'm not sure that it's magical necessarily.
Can I see it, or may I? Oh, great. You gently reach once again into your pocket to reveal the star as shown several hours previously to your friend. Huh. Is this the star that fell from the sky? Looks almost glass-like.
It can't be glass. I mean, look closer at it.
Almost too swiftly, Rosalind moves the star from your hand, closer upwards and nearer the light. What if you were to tilt it ever so slightly to the right for a better view?
You mean like this?
Oh no! It broke! Oh, Rosalind! A surprise bestowing.
Indigo, I'm so sorry.
Pierce somberly reaches the floor, sweeping the fragments within the extra fabric of his cloak. Rosalind locates a small jar for the now several pieces of the star to reside. Oh, God. If you just didn't break it. I'm sorry as well. Had I not been so eager to see it, your star would still be in one piece. Pierre prepared to slip the fine star particles into the jar, but pauses. Wait one moment. He takes a small piece lightly from the bunch to inspect thoughtfully. ...
Well?
Seems familiar. Leaning in closer, Pierre's internal observation became more clearly seen by everyone.
It looks like a seed.
Yes. If you were to plant this indigo, who knows what it could turn out to be? But I barely can keep a succulent alive, let alone a mystery star seed. I mean, You have two friends that plant, or one acquaintance and one friend. Rosalind's your friend, Pierre's your acquaintance. One of them could teach you, I guess. I don't know.
Nonsense.
Sharply, Rosalind faces you and sets down the jar to encouragingly take your hands.
I'll turn your thumb lime in no time.
Aw, I think green might be a better route.
That's the color. You seem pretty handy with sayings. I bet you could help me and Indigo recall how one about the star goes.
Okay?
It's like this. Catching a falling star, put it in your pocket.
So hopefully he has some information. He does travel a lot, so maybe he does have a little information about it. ... Never let it fade away. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day. Or at least that's how I remember it going.
Sounds right enough to me.
Looks like there's only one thing to do. Okay? Rosalind briskly brushed the star pieces into the jar and hands it to you.
Let's go plant the star.
Aww. The ground outside of your quaint abode was welcoming to freshly planting the seeds without heavy labor. Rosalind and Pierre helps with bringing over their own personal gardening supplies, making it a collaborative endeavor. Okay? Parting for the night, together we formed a tightly knit hug before heading off. Until we meet again. Okay? ... Rosalind?
Morning, Indigo. What are you doing up so early?
You should come see this. Uh-oh, what is it? ...
Pierre, come on. You won't believe it.
Whoa, let's go then. To behold... Oh, look at them! They are so cute! Aww! A wondrous tree of stars. They are so cute. Well, that was lovely. That's the ending of this thing. I don't think there's any more endings. I can definitely check. And while I'm checking, if you enjoyed, please subscribe. That is so adorable. I love that. I really did. Wow. Okay. I don't have any, what you call this. Let me see. It's just a short story, 20 minutes. I could have read all this at once, but you guys know I'm dealing with the situation with my tooth thing, so I have to get some parts, and so forgive me. Yeah, that was it. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Oh, go read this yourself. This was a lovely story. I'm so sorry, my brain is fried. This was a lovely story. And with all that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Comment hi. I'll say hi back. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. Bye.